back for some more Downey's Canadian football. 1989 season. I'm in week 17. All right, so let's get started here. Actually, before we get started, I want to quickly just go over some of the scores. I think I maybe mentioned in my last video, I wish I would have had the scores up, the actual scores in the games, and just see how close they are. So just want to have a quick look here. Like, we're looking at week 15, BC at Calgary. I've got the actual scores here on the sticky notes. So my score was Calgary winning 30-19, and the real score was Calgary winning 51-11. So Calgary, only scoring 30, but in reality scoring 50. Next game, Winnipeg at Hamilton. So it was, my game was Hamilton 33, Winnipeg 18, compared to 29-21. So look, you can see they're pretty close, 29-33 and 21-18. Next game, Saskatchewan Roughriders at Toronto Argonauts. In that game, Toronto won 31-20, and in this game, Saskatchewan took it 24-18. And this oddball game here, where Ottawa wins their third of the season, beating the powerhouse Edmonton Eskimos in Edmonton. Ottawa winning 21-19, but in reality, Edmonton killed them 55-11. Week 16, Toronto 33, BC 27, compared to 29-18. Hamilton 34 over Ottawa 17. In reality, 32-22, so fairly close there. Edmonton 26-6 over Winnipeg. In reality, 34-11, so fairly close there. And Calgary 26-23 over Saskatchewan. In reality, 23-17. So you can see some of the scores are fairly close. Obviously they're not going to be bang on, but this system does a fairly good job of getting the scores fairly close, to what they actually were. And sometimes they throw these kind of curveballs at you where, like specifically I'm talking about this Edmonton-Ottawa game. Ottawa winning, that's just like what blew me away. But it's just the way the dice went, and Ottawa, I guess, we're up for it and prepped good for that game, and maybe Ottawa or maybe Edmonton took them too lightly. I don't know. Anyways, you can come up with these stories in your head about, what happened in that game, right? So interesting. But I just wanted to go over those to let you know, or to show you some of the scores there. So let's get on with the action here and just spread out these charts a little bit. And I need my stats here so that I'm not really as prepared as I want it to be. Here we go. I need this page here. So where's my blue pen? I guess I'll use this blue pen today. I don't know where my other one is. Okay, so 1989, Edmonton offense. Q. Defense -6. And BC offense N. Defense 2, and home rating is -1-0. Toronto, let's do them all at once here. K and -1. Hamilton N and 1, and 1-0 for the home rating. Ottawa I and 1, and Winnipeg J and 0. Ottawa could win another game against Winnipeg. Home rating -1-0. Saskatchewan. I keep wanting to say Saskatoon because in my other football time season, Regina and Saskatoon have separate teams, but obviously in the CFL, Saskatoon does not have a team. But anyways, Saskatchewan, we're looking at O and 2. Calgary M0 and 0 for the rating. Okay, so we gotta just do Q S N -6. Let's go to the chart here. N -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an H. And then you, what do you do there? You add it and you subtract it. So you add this to the home. So BC's an H. They go to actually a G. And they remain S. H-I-J-K, that would be L. And that would be M. That would be an M. So you add it, N. And they stay an L. This remains an I. This is a K. But it goes back to a J because of their home rating. And this remains an I. LM. So this is fairly close. This is really close. O. This remains an O. These are zeros. M. O. They're both at O, and they both remain at O. Interesting. So 3 really close games. I got the, maybe you can't see it in pencil here, the actual scores. So I want to do some comparison. So there we go. There's our ratings. Actually, let me just throw that at the front. And got our dice. Okay, let's get going here. Edmonton at BC. Edmonton with the S rating. BC with the G rating. Quite a large gap there. So we'll see what happens here. So green dice first. Yeah, Edmonton, quarter 1 with a 33. That's S. S33. S33. We're looking at 7 points. So they're on the board with a touchdown. BC on the G, 63. G 60. I got this backwards. I wonder I'm having a hard time finding G 63. G. And it's only 7 points, so they stay even. 7-7 ball game after 1 quarter. Edmonton with a 26. S26. That's another touchdown. BC. 32. G. 32. It's a field goal. All right, so at the half, Eskimos 14, the Lions 10. So they're still in it. It's a close game. Edmonton 62, and this is where it might go off the rails for BC. 62. And yeah, look at that. S62 is 20 points. That's probably unrecoverable for BC. With a 33, G33 is only a field goal. All right. This is the reason why I don't understand that last game, or that maybe a game 2 weeks ago, week 15, where Ottawa beat Edmonton. Edmonton must have been rolling some really low rolls. 15. Edmonton S15. That's 6 points. Boy, that S rating is pretty good. And 43. G43. 6 points. So, final is, what are we looking at? 14, 20. That's Edmonton Eskimos 40. BC Lions 10, 19. And the actual score was Edmonton 25, BC 19. So Edmonton scoring a few more points in this game. But okay, Toronto, Hamilton. L and N ratings. Toronto 46, L 46. There's a touchdown. Hamilton under the N column 54, 10 points. Hamilton up. I'll just have a quick look at the rate of the standings here. Week 16 ended. Hamilton leading the East at 10-5-1. Toronto at 8-8. So if Toronto could win this game, closer to first place in the East. I mean, Winnipeg and Ottawa both just have 3 wins each. Playing horrible. So Hamilton and Toronto are definitely guaranteed to be in the playoffs. So 42, L 42, 7 more points. Hamilton, and the rating 45, N 45, 7 points. Hamilton up 17-14 at the half, 3-point lead. 51, L 51, 7 points. And Hamilton's response is 55. N55, 10 points. So Hamilton up by 6. Toronto needs a big roll here. Oh, and no good. They get 12. We're looking at, what's that, L12. It's a 1-pointer with an asterisk, and I need to write that down somewhere. Asterisk, I think it's a 1 or 2. Now I got to look at the rule. Darn it. I should write this down at the top of the page so I don't have to keep looking back at it every time this happens. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, or 3, they score 1 point. 4, 5, or 6, so they score a rouge. So Toronto with the rouge. And Hamilton, it's over 6, well, they got N62, 14 points. They really just sock it to them in the fourth quarter. So this one ends Toronto Argonauts 22, Hamilton Tiger Cats 10, 20, 30, 41. So it's Hamilton 41, Toronto 22, and in real life it was 45-14. So there you go. Fairly close again. Ottawa at Winnipeg, INJ. This is a battle for last place. Well, this is a battle for third place. So actually, I shouldn't make fun of it because let's just look at the standings there again. There's no crossover here in 1989. So these teams are fighting for third place in East. So they're fighting to have a playoff game. And, even if it's not a home playoff game, it's still important that they get in the playoffs. So it's actually a pretty big game here. So Ottawa, I11. Well, they got 2 points, so they score a safety. And I guess 2 points is better than nothing. Winnipeg, 22, J22, not much better. 3 points, they score a field goal. So like a hockey score here, 3-2 after the first period. All right, Ottawa, look at that, 63, I63, 7 points. And Winnipeg, 35. That's J, right? J, 35, 6 points. So look at that. After 2 quarters, Ottawa 9, Winnipeg 9. So it's a tight battle. Here we go. Oh, 65. Ottawa, I65. There's 10 points. Okay. Never over till it's over in the CFL. 36, J36. 6 points. It's a 4-point game. All right, Ottawa. Winnipeg, what do you got here? Let's finish this off strong. 14. I14. And we're looking at a bit of a goose egg there. So Ottawa not doing much. So we're looking at Ottawa 19. Winnipeg 15. Okay, Winnipeg, it's up to you. You're our home turf here. Fans are cheering. 42. J42. J42. Yes, 6 points. Winnipeg with the win at home. We're looking at the Ottawa Rough Riders 19. Winnipeg Blue Bombers 3-6-18. 21. Wow. So Winnipeg takes this one 21-19 in a tight one. But actually in real life, Ottawa won this game 18-14. So yeah, interesting. Okay. So Winnipeg in that third spot in the East now. All right, Saskatchewan. Both teams with O ratings. So we're just looking at the O column. All right, Saskatchewan Rough Riders with a 61. That's a good start. And that's a 14-point quarter. So a couple touchdowns. Big lead there. 24 is 6 points. Saskatchewan up by 8. Second quarter action. Oh, there we go. 21. It's a field goal. It's 3. Calgary, what can you do? You're going to score some points here and make it close. 41. 7 points. So at the half, the Rough Riders 17, Calgary 13. The Riders up by 4. Oh, 66. 66 is 21 points. And that could be, wow, that could be the game right there. Yes, I think it is. 13. 13. What are we looking at there? 0. Yee. Outscore them 21-0 in the third quarter. I want to look at the standings real quickly. Saskatoon and Calgary in the West. Saskatoon. Saskatchewan, 10-6. Calgary, 7-9. Calgary needs this win so they can maybe pull into third place. They're only, what are we looking at here? 3 points back of BC. And BC lost, correct? Yes, they did. Calgary needs to win this game. Okay, I think there's only one more week left in the season, then we're into playoffs. So, Calgary, what are you going to do here? 33, probably not good enough. We're both under the O here, right? 33, 6 points. Oh, no, sorry. That's 33s for Saskatchewan, sorry. 6 points. Yeah, they only have 13. Saskatchewan has 20, 30, 44. So, Calgary, sorry, but this game is just, today's not your day to win. 52, 10 points on the board. Trying hard, but just not there. So, we're looking at a final of 20, 41, 44. The Rough Riders 44 and Calgary 23. And in reality, it was 34-19. So you can see the scores are pretty close there too. Okay. So we'll look at the quick look at the standings here. Edmonton with the win obviously go to 15-2. BC with a loss go to 8-1. Saskatchewan with the win go to 11-6, and Calgary at 7-10. So the standings don't change there. Let's see, Hamilton with the win over Toronto. So Hamilton goes to 11-5-1. Toronto to 8-9. Winnipeg with the win. Winnipeg goes to 4-12-1, and Ottawa goes to 3-13-1. And I think one more week in the season, then we can actually look at the overall standings and we can compare them to what they were in real life. So, yeah, interesting. Okay, good. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.